So NBA Youngboy's Fed case trial just started and a lot of crazy things are happening right now. We got one story saying that one of the jurors was an NBA Youngboy fan, so he had to be dismissed. And it's looking like Floyd Mayweather and NBA Youngboy made amends, cause he apparently showed up at Youngboy's trial today too. And just overall it's looking great for YB, cause it's just been revealed that the judge is throwing NBA Youngboy's lyrics out so it won't be used against him, unlike YSL. But that's cause they was really doing a crime. Not only that, but they also couldn't find any of Youngboy's fingerprints on the guns that he was charged with. NBA Youngboy's LA trial continued Wednesday with a fingerprint expert saying she captured no suitable latents on a magazine or a 12-round retrieved from his Maybach. Youngboy has pleaded not guilty to felon in possession with a gun, says he didn't know a FN was in the car during the arrest. There's no evidence based on any of your analysis that shows Mr. Golden touched the particular items at all. Is that correct? Defense lawyer Andrew Flyer asks. I did not develop any prints on these items. Under direct examination by the AUSA, the expert said the lack of unsuitable prints is not unusual. She said there's only about 10% success rate extracting unsuitable prints from firearms due to the variety of reasons, including anti-moisture coating on the items. So like I just said, after the first day of trial, it's looking like it's going really good for Youngboy. And you gotta remember, he was arrested for this case over 16 months ago. If you don't recall, this was when he was on a run from the cops, where they were chasing him with a helicopter and they had to find him through a K9 dog. And the only reason why the dog even found him, cause they gave the dog some weed to sniff him out. And even from the jump when the feds first arrested him, this seemed very targeted, as if they wanted to make Youngboy an example. And this was the same Fed group that mocked NBA Youngboy by titling the case Never Free Again, which was an obvious shot at him, and it seemed like they're really familiar with who he is. Now I don't know what Youngboy really did to these dudes for him to piss them off that much, cause it's looking like they really want him in jail. But as more and more time passes, it's looking more in favor for Youngboy, and maybe he was just dealing with some corrupt feds after all. But y'all let me know y'all opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Have a nice day.